All right, people, this isn't Kansas anymore. It doesn't look like an island, but I'm out here in beautiful Arizona visiting some family. Wanted to give a quick Bitcoin update. So Bitcoin's up 28%. Got the kids in the back here. They're doing some snowballs and stuff. 28% year to date. Massive return since the 16666 algorithmic low call, which I was 100% right about. Those are massive, swift gains on a lot of the idea that the central bank is going to do what we think that they're going to do, and that is, of course, slow the rate hikes and eventually cut. Massive, massive move across the board. The rest of the cryptos are following. Where do I think we go next? The next short-term target is 30K, in my opinion. I think we will get there very, very soon. And how did I know we were at the bottom? Well, I knew we were at the bottom with the algorithmic lows. I've talked about that before. Secondly, a lot of people I was talking to was saying things like, oh, Chris, I'm in all cash now. I'm listening to pundits. I'm in cash. Bitcoin's going to 10,000. I'm in cash. I kept hearing it over and over again from some pretty prevalent people. And so anytime you hear that, you got to kind of chuckle to yourself, because the time to get into cash was not Bitcoin 16K. It was Bitcoin 69K. AGX has still been on the move. Again, I've done a lot of work at our school, bitcoinrich.com, in the AI space. That token was up massively, several hundred percentage points. It was up 5x since my recommendation in July. Again, I made my Bitcoin low call in July and then followed up again at the 16666 algo low. And I made that video and it's still pinned actually on my Twitter. It says basically you'll never be able to buy Bitcoin at this price again. And I don't think that you will be able to. So very, very bullish. I believe for those of you that actually believe it, this year will be your best year in 2023. I think it's the lucky year, honestly. I think we're going to see an explosion in technology. We're going to see an explosion in the blockchain space. And we're going to still continue to see what I've been preparing all of you for. And that is a wealth transfer. That is an eradication of the middle class. And you're going to see the rich get much, much richer. And so that person should be you. Honestly, it's how you fight back. It's not the only way you fight back, but you got to look at this stuff as a tool for the future. And look at how many people missed, for example, Amazon stock and Google stock years ago. They just didn't get it. They had plenty of opportunities to get in, multiple opportunities to buy it. Amazon collapsed 85% and the tech.com stock market crashed. Still, people didn't buy it. I sold the Google Dutch auction, its equivalent IPO. People didn't want to buy it, and people didn't want to buy Bitcoin at 16666. So you've got like 90% of the largest stakeholders in Bitcoin controlling, I think, 14% of Bitcoin. So these are the future trillionaires of the world. And once you truly understand Bitcoin and how it works, you realize you don't need to sell it, because you can securitize it, you can borrow against it, you can use it for a home, you can use it for a car. It's really energy. This is Shadow, by the way. I also wanted to mention that 2024, so we're just a year away from that, is the Bitcoin halvening, which means that basically not only is the hash rate improving, and we're seeing that sequentially move up at its strongest point that it ever has in the history of Bitcoin, but in addition to that, the mining reward will be halved, which will push the price up, because of course there'll be increased demand with less of a mining Bitcoin reward as those miners around the world, acting in decentralized fashion, compete to compute those blocks. And for those of you who don't know a lot about blockchain, of course, each block in sequence is a digital ledger record of every transaction that has occurred on the blockchain itself. Of course, there's various blockchains. Bitcoin is just really the digital gold equivalent standard. Ethereum, the smart contract standard. There's a lot of other technologies, and really where I'm doing a lot of work right now is not just for Island Project, of course, with my own proprietary real estate fund at islandproject.com and islandprojectclub.com for consulting. But also in the AI space. So you've been hearing things about like ChatGPT. You're seeing Microsoft pour in billions of dollars into this technology, Google as well, tens of billions of dollars actually. So this is where the real opportunities are going to be in the future, all in blockchain. So this is how. If you ask yourself, Christopher, well, how am I going to create cash flows? How am I going to learn about this new tech? How am I going to pivot my business? Maybe I'm a service-based business. Maybe you sell a product, you do wholesale, or whatever it is. You need to learn about blockchain. Not just for logistics, but the fact that it's going to basically get rid of and technify, just invented a word there, like a malaprop, and change over the entire system of our supply chain, of our economy, of technology in itself, the internet, because I've always viewed blockchain tech as really the new internet. So very, very bullish. 30K is the next short-term target. And many of these other picks, I encourage you to learn about them at school. BitcoinRich.com. We still got that promo code, but it ends today. So it's today only, and the promo code ends. The promo code is Island Project. It's your last chance to save the $200 to get in at school. It's only $200 to get into our basic blockchain academy. Usually it sells for over $1,000. So I encourage you to get in. Link below. God bless. I want to hear from you. What are you buying? Where do you think Bitcoin goes next? And God bless all of you. Jesus Christ is King. I'll see you at school.